temporarily. And everybody needs money. And what are we going to do to get that money? And what we have in our business model is a way for people to they can make some immediate cash just by getting started with Valentis and sharing with others what we have. And it can turn into something very, very significant. So I think definitely we can show people how to make extra money, better health. Nobody's going to say no to that. I mean, everybody would want to be, healthier if they could, and if there was a way to. And we, through the products we have, we believe we can show you how to do that. And then time freedom. It's kind of interesting because time freedom is something, we all have the same amount of time in our life, not in our life, but in our day anyway. And it's, how are you spending it? I mean, if you're a business owner and you have a successful business, your business is probably running you. Right? I mean, the more successful you are, the more demand there is on your time. If you're a successful attorney or realtor and you're making a lot of money doing that, the profession is consuming your time. And even if you're, in a job, I mean, you're probably putting more time than a traditional 8 hours if you want to get ahead. Some people have two jobs, 3 jobs. And so time is a very valuable commodity, and through our business model, through the concept of leverage and the consumption of our product, you can actually, develop time freedom, because you can remove yourself from the day-to-day activities to generate income. Through the leverage aspect of our business, removing yourself from the day-to-day activities it takes to generate income. What makes this possible is this business model of network marketing. Right? Network marketing, multi-level, the home-based business industry, incredibly powerful industry, $178 billion globally, been around for 70 plus years. And right now with what's going on in the world, matter of fact, those of us that have a home-based business right now are probably in better shape than certainly people that have jobs or small businesses for the most part, unless you own a toilet paper company or something. But being able to generate income from your home, okay, is a very, very exciting proposition. And a lot of people don't understand it. They wonder what it is. It's nothing more than another form of distribution. As you look at traditional methods of distribution, retail, right? You think of a product sitting on a shelf in a store, about 50% of the cost of that product is advertising, right? I mean, they're paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns. I mean, literally tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in some cases to get you to buy that product. Well, in network marketing in Valentis, we spend zero on that. Okay. And so, people say, how is it possible, for people to earn the type of income we're talking about? Because that 50%, that's what funds our compensation plan. We're going to talk more about that later, but that 50% that would go to an actress or an athlete or high budget advertising campaigns, that is the money that goes to you to help others learn and understand what this is about. I think another option out there is a traditional type business, and you just have to talk to traditional business owners right now. I mean, many of them are in big trouble. But I think most people think about maybe having a small business, but it's quickly dismissed. I mean, probably minimum of $100,000. To get into a small business. Maybe if you go into a franchise, $500,000, $1 million, you've got loans and you've got bankers and you've got attorneys and you've got employees and accounting and marketing and personal guarantees. I mean, it's overwhelming. And so it's no wonder very few people, percentage-wise, have a small business, have their own business. The barriers of entry are just not realistic for most people. And that's what's so exciting about what we have at Valentis. The home-based business model is literally gives you everything that a small business can offer, but without any of the headaches, without any of the barriers of entry. I mean, $20, you can become an independent representative of Valentis, and you can market and build a business all over the world. And right now it's free, right? Free. The $20 is waived through the end of the month. But the company has the websites, they have the marketing material, they have the videos, they ship the product, they make the product, they do the accounting, they pay all the commissions. I mean, they do everything for us. All we have to do is get excited about it. All we have to do is share it with people. I kind of joke about it, but it's not a far stretch, is you've essentially learned everything you need to know to be successful here in kindergarten. It's called show and tell. right? I mean, that's what we do. We tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us and what's happened to others. And if you can get excited about what I'm going to share with you here through the Balances presentation, you can build and build residual income. You can build a Valentis distributorship, not just locally, but literally all over the world. And I promise you, it can have it has more potential than most of the small businesses out there. And I'm living proof of that. So I want to talk a little bit about these 5 critical elements, right, that make up any successful company. You know, the company, the product, compensation, the timing, and the training and support. And you know, I think because we all know people. You know, we've heard of people, we've met people, maybe even ourselves that has been involved in something like this before, and you know, maybe it didn't work out for us. And yes, it might be due because we didn't apply to ourselves. But in many cases, it's due to something was wrong, something was missing. I mean, if you can find a scenario, if you can find a company where all of these critical elements are in place and you take the appropriate action, I mean, that's when amazing things can happen. And that's what I think we have here. And so first off, I want to talk a little bit about who we are as a company. And to do so, I'm going to go to I'm trying to unmute here. Andrew and Nancy, it's not allowing me to unmute you. Oh, there you are. Go ahead, do that again. You were there a second ago. Unmute yourself, guys. Okay, I'll try it on my end. Okay, there you are. You're unmuted. Okay, anyway, I want to bring Andrew and Nancy on here out of Hayward, Wisconsin. And they are, seasoned people in the network marketing industry, and certainly understand these criteria, and the company being a huge part of that. So, guys, if you wouldn't mind, give us a little bit of your background, your story, and talk a little bit about the company itself, Valentis, if you wouldn't mind.
Absolutely. I'll go ahead and start here. John, thank you for inviting us on here tonight. A little bit about our background. Well, I started in this industry personally back in 1992. And just at the time, my 3 boys were all under the age of 5. And I wanted to be home with them. I didn't want to ship them off to daycare to be raised by strangers. And so I looked for a home-based business, got involved in a home-based business, and found tremendous success. And then along the pathway here, Andrew and I actually met through the industry, and I'll let him share his background. And we actually met Dave Jordan back in the year 2001, John, just like, we've known you for even longer. But we were actually cross-line distributors with him. We served on an advisory board committee together, got to know him, and knew Dave and Joyce to be extremely hard workers, good people with integrity. And we've just always respected him and have been very impressed. And what we love about this company, Valentis, okay, the company launched in 2014, but what's interesting about that is that as companies launch, and of course Dave called us, John, just like he called you, it's all about timing. At the time, the timing wasn't right for us, but we stayed in touch and we're kind of watching things as it developed. But what impressed us is in 2018, Valentis introduced a coffee that was called a smart coffee that has revolutionized the market. And literally, long and short, after looking at the company, falling in love with the products, we've had tremendous results personally with the products. We signed up in the business August 2018. We haven't looked back since. And, I'll let Andrew kind of finish the story and talk about why Valentis and why we're excited.
Well, thanks, John, for having us on here, and hi to everybody out there. This is Andrew in snowy Wisconsin. We actually just came out of a snowstorm. It was 60-some degrees out on Saturday, and woke up to a blizzard for Easter. So, this has just been a wild weekend. But I hope everybody had a great Easter. And now we're back to work here on Monday. And there's been a lot going on today. Multiple webcasts, multiple conference calls. We got another big one tomorrow night. But back a few years ago, Dave Jordan actually sent me an Aaron Rodgers rookie football card in the mail, and he sent a stick of energy drink and a stick of Immune Boost, the functional beverages that we have. And he said, Andrew, you guys got to look at this company. And I just kind of set it aside. The timing wasn't right. I think everybody on here tonight, you're here tonight because the timing is right. And I want to welcome all the new guests that are on here, because I was just like you at one point. I was looking for something. Valentis came across our desk, and I tried the products. I thought they were good. And then I took a look at the comp plan, and I was blown away. We went to work our first month. I think we went diamond in about 8 days. I mean, we dropped everything we were doing. We put all our chips in, and we didn't know really what was going on. We were just kind of ignorance on fire, and hit that diamond mark the first month. But it was the second month. Nancy went to the convention the company had in Vancouver, Canada. Got to get a little taste of the culture of the company, a feel for the company. I did not go to that event. I was home with our daughter. And then in the month of November, we actually took a trip to the home office. We caravanned a couple cars. We drove to the home office. We had some people fly in, and we took the Valentis tour in full at that office in Sioux Falls. I mean, I believe that you got to see it to believe it. And then once you believe it, you can achieve it and go out there and make things happen. So our 6th month, we went double diamond. I think it was like our 9th or 10th month, we went triple diamond, and our business has just exploded now. But I got to plug this real quick, John. I just got this here today, and I don't know, my camera's a little bit off here, but this is the brand new Valentis Detox Tea. And between this product right here and the Thermal Roast Coffee, I've been able to lose now 26 pounds since our triple diamond trip we took at the Atlantis Resort in Nassau, Bahamas. I went down there, I had my swimming suit on. I didn't feel good. I was kind of embarrassed by the pool. I thought, I got to do something. And so we got back home, and the company just launched this new coffee thermal roast. And between that and the tea, the weight is just falling off, John. So we're super excited to be here. If you're a brand new guest, you're going to want to listen to John. He's our sponsor. He's a top 15 earner in the world of network marketing. He's not going to tell you that because he's not a self-promoter, but I will say he's one of the very top earners in this entire industry, making an obnoxious income here with the company. So pay attention to what he has to say. He's a great guy, and we miss you, John. Can't wait to see you in person soon. And back over to you, buddy.
Well, thank you, Andrew and Nancy, and congratulations. And hopefully we'll be able to get together at the lake here this summer if we're let out of the house, right? If we're able to let out of the house. But folks, I mean, I just think about this as I'm listening to this, and Andrew and Nancy talk a little bit about how busy they are and how everything is just taken off here. I mean, as we're all quarantined and stuck at home, everybody's at home. There could not be a better time to prospect, to talk to people, to give them hope as they're at home, stressed out, worried. They don't know what they're going to do, if their job's going to come back, if their business is going to reopen, and we can give these people a lifeline, with the Valentis business model and these products. I mean, it's super, super excited, folks. We're coming up on 6 years old. Over 200 million in sales. What's exciting about that number is we're going to do the next 200 million. 6 years to do the first 200 million. I believe we're going to do the next 200 million in the next 18 to 24 months, 100% debt free. And as Andrew and Nancy referenced, that sixth element, the heart, the passion, the culture, behind Dave Jordan and his wife Joyce, incredible. Folks, we've got a lot of life-changing products. I mean, most of our products, I would say, could lead a company, right? But one of our real focuses has been weight loss, and again, something on the minds of everybody. I saw something on the internet the other day with somebody who says, you need to wear your mask at home, not to not get the virus, but to, keep from putting food in your mouth, because, everybody's at home and the refrigerator